No way. He destroyed a power plant? He must really be serious this time.
How dare you bring an intruder here, Sai? What were you thinking?
Stop! He's just a kid. He can't do anything.
Any threat to the project must be eliminated.
Any threat to the project must be eliminated.
Stubborn man! He never listens! Listen up. This thing may be huge and powerful, but its attacks are pretty slow. Take your time avoiding them. And see that red eye glowing at the center? That's the controller for the whole thing. Take that out and you'll stop it dead.
Controller? Stop it dead? How?
Man, you're slow. Use an arrow or something to shoot at that red thing. It's your only chance.
Okay, I got it.
You know, there's a chance you might not meet anyone else, that you won't see another living human ever again. That this planet will become a world of ruins and wandering spirits.
Why would you say something like that? You heard the radio. There's lots of people left.
Maybe, but not if Glass Cage's power is unleashed throughout the world. These aurora lights are a sign it's going to happen. To be honest, I don't really know what he's trying to accomplish. It looks like he wants to do it again. But if the world suffers the same outcome as last time, it really will wipe out every last living human.
It can't. I mean, I have to at least save her.
And if you do manage to save her, then what do you do next? You really think you two will just somehow click with each other? What if you don't even get along? Maybe you won't understand each other. Maybe you'll hate each other. Relying on your faulty language to communicate? You humans will never fully understand each other. And you still want to see her knowing that? Do you still want to save her?
I don't know if we'll understand each other perfectly. But that's not what matters to me. I just want to feel her warmth beside me. I just want to hold her hand, to see what I see, and respond to what I say. That's all I really want. Wandering around alone, looking up at the moon by myself, I'm sick of it!
Listen, do you really want to save that girl? Even if you're successful, she might still reject you, you know? Who knows, she might even hate you. So are you sure you want to do this? That's enough of that now. Don't cry anymore. I'm going to tell you where you can find her. Hey, dry up those tears. Remember, you're on a mission to save her. I know the exact location where she's being held. Follow me. That room with the cage in it. You know, where all the cats were. That leads to where she is now. But from here on in, things get really, really dangerous. You could call it quits, but I already know you won't.
That's right. I'm stubborn.
I know.
We have to go. She's waiting.
Yeah. Let's get going. Enter this code into that keypad. 1004. It's his birthday. He was always distant and cold on the surface, but he had a tender side, too.
Who?
It doesn't matter. Just enter the code already. All right, let's go.
Oh, man. Huh? Is this? getting sleepy. Wow, very cool.
Dawn was just about to break, and the subdued rays of morning light were finally spreading across the sky. I was taking my time, strolling through the bustling scene of the early hours. The clamor hurt my ears. Angry shouts rang from the main street, while flirts could be heard in the alleys. I avoided the hubbub on my way. Just being in a foul place like this made me remember the life I'd led. There was a shop with its door propped open. The music that wafted from within was not what you'd consider uplifting. The sign by the entrance was half shrouded in dark. The word Sylvia adorned it.
Boss, I think you've had enough,
A sweet voice said from behind the bar. The bartender was a long-haired woman in a sleeveless dress who was leaning against the wall.
I know it's up to you, but I think you've been hitting the bottle hard lately.
The voice was young and lilted, like that of a male cat calling to a female.
I think it might not...
Rika?
A glass clattered hard against the bar's surface, cutting her off. Silence followed.
Fine. Don't listen to me then.
The girl behind the counter took the glass to fill it, but grumbled in disapproval.
I'm just saying this out of concern for you. You look exhausted these days. And the last lady to run this place, well, you know.
Rika!
Again, the glass hit the counter. A cigarette was lit.
Once you're done, you can leave for today.
What?
Do you want me to fire you?
The woman bristled with anger, but the girl named Rika only shrugged her shoulders.
Don't say that. If you deserted me, I'd be all alone.
The glass she placed on the bar didn't smell of the pungent alcohol. It was a white liquid.
The last owner of this place died from alcohol poisoning. I don't want that to happen to you. See you tomorrow.
There was the sound of high heels approaching. I darted behind the sign.
Huh?
Rika looked up and down the alley, bathed in morning light.
Sylvia?
I already knew who she was calling to by that name. Rika gave a heavy sigh, for the first time, and dragged her feet down the dirty street. It was only when she was finally out of sight that I made up my mind. I'd never heard how Sylvia had been brought up before she died. She was so shy and quiet. There wasn't much to say about her. She was the one girl I didn't hate. But now, I was going to steal her name. At first, I thought it was revenge. It had to be. Revenge against them for living better lives than me. And it was revenge against my own cruel fate. Step by step, I made my way through the half-open door into the shop and whispered, "Mama." The woman was slumped over the bar, the same as when Rika first left. She sluggishly hoisted herself up to look at me and shook her head as though she wasn't sure what she was hearing. I whispered once more, "Mama." That's when her barren eyes, laced with crow's feet, wrinkled in a squint.
Oh, So it's you.
She laughed with tears in her eyes.
You poor little thing. You look just the same as when you first came here.
Something about how she said that made her sound like Rika.
Where have you been? You've been gone for so long. What have you been doing with yourself? Here, drink up. You can have this. It's your favorite. I'll give you whatever you need. Anything at all.
There's a good girl, she cooed in a slow drawl, offering me the glass. I wonder if Sylvia was also served warm milk like this the first time she came here. I'm sorry, I whispered for the first time to myself. I am Sylvia. Sylvia, with her purple bell. The little girl who was held close by Mama in a small downtown bar.